And good evening, I'm Deputy Soto. You know you can watch the Dove on your smartphone or tablet. We have an app for that. It's really easy to download. You can also watch the Dove on our website and on our Roku channel. From the Dove Newsroom at this hour. Over 10 million Americans suffer from mental health issues and diseases, and the Oregon State Representative Greg Walden is glad to see Congress take a more active role to address those issues. He announced that the Helping Families in Mental Health Crisis Act was unanimously approved by the U.S. House Energy and Commerce Subcommittee.
Some 112 programs have been built up in the federal government, costing $130 billion. And yet, until this law comes along and is enacted, these programs aren't peer-reviewed, they aren't evidence-based. We're going to change that. We're going to make sure that we're funding the most effective programs out there to help people and get more help into our communities for mental health services.
The next step for the Helping Families in Mental Health Crisis Act is a full vote before the full U.S. House. Well, did you already pack away your snowboard away? Well, good, because it's not time to go snowboarding again. But Mount Ashland did receive snow yesterday afternoon. Not enough to shred or anything, but snow in June is kind of weird. Mount Ashland General Manager Hiram Towle posted some photos and footage on the Mount Ashland Facebook page. You can go check it out and see all the great snow that they had. I wouldn't go take your snowboard up there just yet. As we told you here on the Dove, we brought you extensive coverage of the Cascadia Rising FEMA drills. Those took place throughout Southern Oregon over the last week or so. First responders from city, county, state, and federal agencies, along with nonprofits, all partnered to have a full-scale disaster requiring cooperation during a real-time drill for a 9.0 earthquake. That was followed by a tsunami and then an airplane crash. You know, not all that much to deal with, right? Well, we followed up with Airport Director Bern Case just to find out what they learned from this experience.
One thing we learned that was really good is our cooperative agreements with other agencies, Fire District 3 and Medford Fire and the police and the sheriff are all working really well. One of the things we learned, and I know we learned it 3 years ago and 6 years ago and 9 years ago, is it's hard to account in a scenario and in a real emergency for all of the numbers. That's why it's always a challenge when they have a disaster somewhere for them to tell you who was in the disaster and how many, because that just takes time. But we practiced it again, we do a little better each time, and hopefully we never have to use it in a real emergency.
Case says that while he has many long-term crew who have been through the system and they've got it down pat, they still like the training and opportunity, and it benefits the new hires, volunteers, and other airport vendors and security from off-site. Well, let's take a look at our regional forecast as we start looking toward the weekend. And for Northern California, see some showers that will start tapering off by Friday, and then partly cloudy skies, high of 74 on Saturday. As we look at the Klamath Basin, some clouds that just kind of go through the weekend. Temperatures, though, getting up to the mid-60s, lows around 40 degrees or so. And as we take the next look at the Oregon coast, clouds still hanging around, slight chance of some showers, very minimal, 67 degrees on both Friday and Saturday. As we look at the Central Oregon coast, some showers, possibly a thunderstorm, and 63 on Friday and Saturday under partly cloudy skies. And for Southern Oregon, thunderstorms today, rain tapering off, 77 on Saturday. It's going to be a great day. Join us weekday mornings from 6 to 9 a.m. right here for Mornings on the Dove on the Dove.